I'm Ryan Zabecki, joined alongside John Atkins and Matt Bowling. And guys, whatever you want to call this game, it's Bedlam, I-35 rivalry. It's a great game to witness, and this is senior night, so it definitely should be a fun one.
That's right, especially after last night's game, which Sooners started out hot but ended up losing 6-2 at UCO. And we asked Peter Arvanites what went wrong last night as the Sooners jumped out to a 2-0 lead early in the first period with goals from Kane Fedor and Aaron Lara. He said, we just didn't play a full 60 minutes of hockey. We stopped doing what was working for us. It's a refrain that's become a little too familiar for this team this season, and Peter Arvanites agreed on that. So we'll see what they can do today as they look to send their seniors, Aaron Cromingay and Evan Del Casal, out with a win in their last UCO game.
That is right. They are doing the senior night ceremony is currently on the ice. And John, only two seniors this year. It's Evan Del Casal, seniors leading scorer, along with Aaron Cromingay.
That's right, and as the youngsters fill the ice, it's maybe Del Casal's play is the key to this game. Just off the top of my head, we'll see if number 19 can get in on the scoring sheet.
So Del Casal, as I mentioned before, Sooners leading scorer, 23 points on the year. Along with Aaron Cromingay, the coach said before the game they really grew into their roles, more of a role player their freshman and sophomore years to now seeing bigger and better time on the ice their senior years. So Oklahoma comes into this game with a record of 15-16, 0-2. The Central Oklahoma Broncos, ranked 5th in the nation, are 27-5-1-2. And guys, it's a rematch of last night's game in which OU got on top 2-0 and then eventually lost 6-2.
Yeah, the game just went downhill pretty quickly after OU took that 2-0 lead. UCO was able to tie it up with 2 goals of their own to finish the period, and then won the second period by a score of 3-0. And really, Peter Arvanites said what last night came down to was just individual battles. The Sooners just weren't winning one-on-one fights, battling for the puck along the boards, face-offs, not matching up with the right guys, just mental mistakes. So we'll see how they come out today, as this is a win that they really need if they want to make the national tournament.
So we're just finishing up starting lineups. In goal for Central Oklahoma, it's going to be Alex Henry, their top goalie. Meanwhile, for Oklahoma, it's going to be Brendan Manquin. And for Alex Henry, he's really done great on this season. 12-5-1-1 with a 1.71 goals against average and a .943 save percentage. And that's really fantastic.
Yeah, the Sooners are going to have a hard time getting anything by him. He has been a wall for that Broncos team this year.
So we will have puck drop right after the national anthem. So Oklahoma will be going left to right in their usual home white with that interlocking crimson OU across the chest. Meanwhile, UCO will be going right to left in their road blues with their UCO logo across the chest. Starting tonight for Oklahoma, it's going to be Bossy, Del Casal, Giamono, Cromingay, and White. And so we are just moments away from the fourth and final edition this season of OU-UCO hockey. And it's a great rivalry. Whatever your name for this rivalry, it's Bedlam on ice, the I-35 rivalry. It always turns out to be the best atmosphere of the season. We have a capacity crowd that surrounds us. Fans are still filing in, trying to find a standing room only spot around the rink. Across the rink to our left, the band is here. Outside it is cloudy and below freezing, making it feel like hockey time here in Oklahoma. So it's the Sooners and the Broncos, and Bedlam is underway. Off the ensuing face-off, UCO controls in their defensive zone. It is Meeks coming out with it. He'll try to send it out to center. Giamono intercepts, throws it in on goal to Henry, who will glove it down, and UCO will play it behind their own net. Reagan Yu controlling, just waits with it, allows the player to take it himself out to center. Blocked down by White, he'll send it right back in. Henry comes out of his net, sends it off to the corner. Josh Wyatt sends it around for the play on by Curtis Johnson. Johnson, the captain of the Broncos, sends it to his left for Meeks. His pass goes off the stick of Wyatt all the way down the ice. Seeing is waved off. Wyatt gets to the puck first. Wyatt near side boards, throwing out in front. It's blocked by Manquin. Puck still loose at the left circle. Wilson will send it off the glass and out to center, where it gets gloved down by Paratalo, who will just backhand it into the zone and go off for a change. To the puck first, however, for Central Oklahoma is Gage Joel. He'll poke it off to the corner. Playing it is Bossy. Turns it over to Robin. Robin turns it over to Wilson. Robin gets it right back. His shot blocked down by Manquin. Controlling is Giamono. He'll just protect the puck behind the net. And Laura controls. Try to get out center. Turns it over to Robin, who keeps it in the zone. But Bossy is finally able to push it out to center. UCO will just rattle it on around. They'll go off for a change along with Oklahoma. Again, Joel gets the puck first in the Broncos offensive zone. Puck fluttered loose into the slot area. No one home for UCO, so Mara sends it up to O'Day, out to center. O'Day with some speed, shoots. It's just wide of the cage. Joel can't clear. It's kept in by Pard. Henry comes out from his net. He'll rattle it around. Kept in by Westbrook at the left point. Just doing out in front. Looking for the tip by Pard. Couldn't get it, so it ricochets off to the corner. Kept in by Mara. Mara backhanded pass. No one home. Allows Cunningham to just gently send it out to center for the play on by Robin, who will dump it into the zone and go off for a change. A couple of players cancel each other out, allows Westbrook to control for the Sooners. Jolly now. His pass gets tipped. It's played out to center. Played by Simon Hobbs. Just slide it across for his defensive partner, Guffey. Guffey plays it up for Dan Roth, leading scorer for the Broncos, who will just dump it into the zone. Dan Roth behind the net will just tip the puck. Jolly is able to poke it out to center. And Fedor will poke it even deeper into the zone. Puck finds its way to the near side boards, where it's played by Shepard. Jolly, a shot's gloved down by Henry.
Kane Fedor, who opened the scoring for the Sooners last night, coming into the zone and bid on Alex Henry, but better safe.
17-19 left to go in this first period. No score. White, Del Casal, and I believe that is Cromingay, the forwards out on the ice for Oklahoma. McGinnis and Giamono, the defense. McGinnis, a shot from the blue line, patted away by Henry along the corner. Broncos able to get it out to center. Errant pass, however, allows McGinnis to send it right back to the neutral ice. Hole gets poked off by the puck. Hole can't corral it behind the net of Manquin. The battle for it along the far side boards. It eventually squirts loose to Cromingay. Pass too far in front for White, but it got tipped by the stick of White, so no icing, as Oklahoma will use this opportunity to go off for a change. UCO has a little bit of trouble in their own zone, but they are able to finally get it out to center. Cartwright gaining the zone. His shot deflects off the stick of Bossy behind the net. Westbrook's there for Oklahoma. Wilson cancels out a man. Puck still loose. Left point. Peritalo will rattle it on around yet again. Bossy loses control of the puck. Sooners can't get it out. Peritalo keeps it in at the left point. His shot ricochets around. Eventually Daughtry will control and protect. Back to Peritalo at the point. Shoots. Can't get gloved down by Mayor Quinn. Here's Daughtry throwing out in front. Peritalo, slap shot denied by the skate of Brown, but it ricochets right to a Bronco player. And again, his shot from the blue line blocked down by the defense of Oklahoma. And now OU will just dump it into the zone and go off for a change. Brown in on the forecheck, kept in by McGinnis at the left point. Throwing out in front, goes wide of the cage. Waller now, again, just threw one to the slot area, no one home. Pinballs around, O'Day protecting the puck. O'Day shakes off a man. O'Day still corralling, is able to find Pard somehow. Pard trying to shake off Peritalo behind the net of Henry. We're going to have a penalty coming up on Central Oklahoma. A delayed penalty called. McGinnis over to Wallow. Wallow in front, looking for the tip by O'Day, and it will be touched by you. And we will have some pushing and shoving after that. 15-16 left to go in the first period. Central Oklahoma gets called for a penalty. We'll see if anything comes up on this, but it is a big rivalry game. We kind of expect this.
Especially after last night's game, there were a few controversial hits by UCO in that game. It looks like they might be taking Zach Pard to the box.
Pard and Peritalo are each going to the box. Pard blew a kiss to the UCO bench as he was going into the box.
So that nastiness really amping itself up as even Alex Henry getting in on the jabbing as the referee sorted this out.
And it will be a 4-on-4, so if you're Oklahoma, that's tough luck because you were going to have a power play, but
a little more open ice, so we'll see which team can get that possession and get some speed going the other way.
Normally for OU UCO games, we have 2 referees on the ice. Today, we only have 1 referee. It's the same referee from yesterday at UCO. And Oklahoma didn't like some of the calls in that game, so we'll see what happens today as a shot by Wyatt gets tipped up into the net, out of play. So I didn't get the official word on Peritalo's goal, but high sticking was the call on Pard. So it is a 4-on-4. 15:06 left to go in this first period. White wins the defensive zone face-off for Oklahoma. Bossy will send it around for Brown. Tries to find White. It goes off his stick and pinballs out to center. Minks for the Broncos. Tries to split a couple of Sooner defenders. But he's able to get the puck into the zone. Bossy battles with Wyatt for control. Taken by Johnson. Johnson throwing out in front. No one home. Taken by Giamona. To his left, Bossy. Crosses center ice, loses control of the puck, but he's able to get by Wyatt into the corner. Wyatt cancels out Bossy. Bossy's able to backhand it to Giamona at the left point. We'll just send it around for the play on by O'Day. O'Day gets hit hard into the boards, but allows Shepard to gain control of the puck. Giamona straight away, his shot gets tipped, and off the rebound, Minks with some speed takes it out to center himself. Minks gaining the zone, loses control of the puck, but he gets it right back along the boards, and he'll just send it in. He'll go off for a change. 50 seconds left of 4-on-4 play. O'Day now for the Sooners. Shoots one on goal, glove down by Henry, who will get the whistle. 14 minutes left to go in this first period. Big crowd here at the Blazers Ice Center. Senior day, Oklahoma UCO rivalry. Wilson, Lara, McGinnis, Wallow on the ice for Oklahoma, but it will be Robin who wins the defensive zone faceoff for the Broncos. So the Broncos wait with it behind their net, allows Brandon Formosa to come out to his right, now to his left for the play on by Hobbs, sends it up for Robin. Robin gets poked off the puck by McGinnis, kept in the zone by Hobbs. He'll just send it in deeper. Pard now controlling for Oklahoma, to his left for Wallow. Wallow protecting the puck, moving on in, he gets poked off of it, and Sooners have to regroup at center. McGinnis up for the play on by Waller. He'll leave it for Lara. Lara, right side, shoots, and it's easily gloved down by Henry. With 13:24 left in this first period, 8 more seconds left of 4-on-4 play. On the ice for the Sooners is Bossy, White, Del Casale, Giamona. I believe it is Formosa taking the face-off for UCO. White will win it, however. Giamona has to control it at the blue line. Giamona turns the puck over, and they chop away at center. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Dan Roth, his shot easily pushed away by Manquin. Dan Roth controlling in the corners. Broncos leading scorer. Now Del Casale, Sooners leading scorer, protecting. Still battle for it in the corner. Eventually Bossy will send it behind for Giamona. Now in the corner, Cromingay gets canceled out by Formosa. Broncos win that battle, however, as a shot from the blue line by Guffey hit a Sooner defender in front. Now Guffey has it again. He'll slide it across for Minks. Minks looks back to Guffey. Guffey, his shot easily patted away by Manquin. Cromingay is able to bounce the puck right back out to center. Minks quickly back into the zone. He'll cut to his right behind the net. Tries to gets poked off by Bossy, and puck will go all the way down the ice. No icing. Formosa controlling for UCO. Long stretch pass. Dan Roth will back hit it into the zone. He got checked into the boards as the puck goes right to Manquin for the whistle.
Both teams really filling each other out, and a little more rubber going Alex Henry's way, but Manquin having to stay sharp.
Shepard versus you in the face-off circle to the left of Manquin. Shepard wins it. Westbrook will rattle it around. Played at center by Fedor. Fedor will send it off the boards. He'll chase it himself to the puck first for UCO's Paratalo. He'll leave it for a man. Hit hard into the boards. Was a UCO player via Charles Jolly of Oklahoma. But eventually UCO wins the battle. Germanic gets the puck out to center, turns it over to Shepard. Shepard gets chopped down by Germanic, and that will be a whistle, and UCO is going to the penalty box, and Oklahoma will have their first power play of today's game.
Good sign for the Sooners, just skating away as Westbrook has a laugh so as to not cancel out any man advantage opportunities, as post-whistle nastiness is nothing new to these two clubs.
Germanic gets called for a cross-check officially, and Sooners will go on the power play for the first time today. On the unit is for Oklahoma, it's Pard, White, Lara, Bossy, and Wilson. Sooners win the offensive zone face-off. Pard controlling the corner will leave it for White. White trying to get a cycle going. Right circle and deeper for Pard. Pard back to the blue line for Bossy. He was looking for White, intercepted by UCO, and they will send it out to center with some speed. Bailey Marshall poked off the puck by Bossy at center ice. It's Pard. He was looking for Lara, but it goes off the skate of Wyatt, who will send it right back out to center where Bossy will play. Pard to his left for Wilson, waits with it. Knifes it across, looking for Brown. It goes all the way down the ice. Minks to the puck first. Brown met him behind the net. Lara controlling. Wilson, left point. His pass off the board just goes off the skate of the ref. Allows Oklahoma to, or Central Oklahoma, however, to control and send it all the way down the ice. Minute 05 left of Central Oklahoma's first penalty, or excuse me, Oklahoma's first power play of today's game. Giamona with some speed, right side, gaining the zone, leaves it for Shepard in front of the UCO bench. Shepard in deeper for Del Casale. Del Casale near side boards, waits with it. Blue line, Bossy can't get a shooting lane, so he gets it right back to Del Casale. His shot knocked down in front. Shepard, a rebound shot denied by Henry, who will get the whistle.
And I think those are the kind of shots that they're going to have to look for if they want to get one past Alex Henry. And go in close, try to crowd the crease, and maybe get a good rebound.
White, Pard, Del Casale, the forwards for Oklahoma. Giamona, Bossy, the defense. Again, the Sooners win the face-off. So it's Pard to Bossy. His shot through traffic deflects over the net. Giamona back to Bossy. Pard, right circle, controls the puck. Bossy, now left circle. Giamona couldn't get anything on a one-time shot. It goes behind the net, and UCO will slide it all the way down the ice. Just 13 seconds left to go on the Sooners power play. Bossy takes it from behind the net to his right for Giamona. 5 seconds left, the power play. Back to Bossy. Pass goes off the stick of White. Sooners will get a full line change. So with 9:45 left to go in this first period and a scoreless game, we are back to even strength hockey. UCO controlling a long stretch pass for Danroth. He found it cleanly, but he was offsides.
Not power play. Giamona trying kind of a tight angle, even if he got good wood on it. Not sure the quality of that, but decent power play. Sooners being able to move it well, get some shots on, and at least it's 2 minutes that it's not in your own zone.
Formosa versus Wilson in face-off circle at center, won by Formosa. So you will play it back for Paratalo, back to you. You up the boards, goes off the stick of Danroth, all the way down into the Sooners zone. Danroth now in the corner, protecting the puck, sends it behind, but it's intercepted by Wallow. We'll leave it for Wilson somehow, and Wilson will knife it out to center, where it's played by Laura, right side, gaining the zone, tries to get by one defender, he couldn't. Delay penalty coming up. This is going to be on, I believe, the Sooners. Didn't see what happened there, but let's get the official word. So it's going to be actually on UCO. Drake Cartwright will get called for interference.
So another power play chance for the Sooners.
I think even their goalie, Alex Henry, was confused on who the penalty was called by, because it looked like he was coming skating to the bench for that extra man. Because UCO had the puck for a little bit on the delay penalty, and then the ref decided to blow the whistle. So again, Oklahoma will go on the power play as the puck flutters up into the air and out of play. 9:04 left to go in this first period, a minute 55 left on this second power play opportunity for Oklahoma.
Sooners had just one power play opportunity in all of last night's game that they did not convert on. Here we are in the first period of today's game, and they're already on their second.
That was a big 5-on-3 power play for Oklahoma yesterday. They couldn't convert, so they're hoping for better results today. Pard will gain the zone, sends it around. Minks chomps away at it, and he's able to chop it out to center. It's going to be a foot race between Giamona and Marshall, but Giamona will get to the puck first behind his net. He's pressured by Marshall, sends it out for Del Casal. Del Casal taking it himself, enters the zone. His shot goes high of the cage, ricochets right to Bossy in front of the UCO bench. Plays it off the boards for Pard. Pard getting the cycle going for White, knifes it back to Bossy, fakes the shot, left circle, Giamona. Giamona looking for White in the slot area, but it goes over his stick, and Oklahoma will have to regroup at center ice. 8:14 left in the scoreless first, and it will be 60 seconds left on the Sooners power play opportunity. Minks just controls and waits in his own zone as both teams go off for a change. He'll just send it all the way down the ice, and eventually Brown will come the other way for Oklahoma. For Shepard, left circle, he'll skate up with it. Wilson, Bossy has to control the bouncing puck. He does. Wilson fakes the one-time shot. Brown to Larish. Shot just goes wide. Nice tic-tac-toe passing by the Sooners there. 30 seconds left on Oklahoma's power play. Being camped by Brown on Robin in the Sooners offensive zone, but Robin's still able to get it out to center, so Oklahoma will have to regroup in their own zone. It's Bossy behind the net of Manquin. He's pressured on the forecheck by Robin. Wilson will spin free. Wilson will enter center ice. Wilson still controlling to his left for Shepard. Shepard back to Wilson. His shot and just goes wide of the cage. We're back at 5-on-5 hockey. UCO quickly now the other way. Cunningham moving on in. His shot may have gotten a piece of it with his glove. Was Manquin. Either way, it goes wide of the cage. And O'Day will battle with it. Can't clear it. It's kept in the zone by Durbinick. Will send it around. McGinnis now tries to just get the puck out to center, but he can't. And on the second effort, McGinnis will get the puck out to center and allows the Sooners a little bit of a line change. UCO controls behind their net. It's Simon Hobbs, pressured by Mara, but he's able to find a Bronco player, and it's Danroth on the breakaway. Danroth moving on in, denied by Manquin as Danroth wanted a penalty, but none is forthcoming.
A good sliding play by Alex McInnes, whether it's a penalty or not, cut off an angle for Danroth, not able to really deke or move as the ref chats with Manquin, but Danroth again finds it onside this time, and Sooners escape scoreless.
So, face off to the right of Manquin, won by UCO. They'll just set it in deep behind the net of Manquin. Fed one out in front, no one home. Daughtry still controls his shot, just goes right of the cage. May have hit a man out in front. Luke White now for Oklahoma. Controlling, 6:05 left to go in the scoreless first period. At center ice, they battle with it right below us. Still battling with it. UCL has to wait for their man to get back on side. Allows Westbrook to take the puck himself. Crosses the red line and he'll just dump it in. Bouncing puck will be played by you. He's met immediately by Cromingay. And the puck will be played at center by Oklahoma. Cromingay will dump it into the zone. He'll go off for a change. 5:35 left to go in the scoreless first. Bedlam hockey here at the Blazers Ice Center, Oklahoma and UCO. Here's Paratalo. Turns it over to Fedor. Fedor fed one out in front. Oklahoma couldn't get a shot away. It's still loose up the left circle. Fedor now back to Bossy. His slap shot just goes well high. And now Hall will play it in front of his bench. Can't get it out of the zone. They battle for it. Oklahoma wins the battle. They'll send it around. Paratalo now off the boards again. Kept in by Bossy. And UCO may have won it off sides. They may have got it as Bossy just dumped it into the zone. Either way, 4:55 left to go in this first period. UCO controlling. They'll send it out to center with some speed. Joel will dump it into the zone. Oklahoma will send it right back out to center. O'Day pass too far out in front for Mara. So Meeks battles for it. Mara gets it right back, turns it over to Hull in his own defensive zone for the Broncos. Turned over to O'Day, couldn't corral the puck on its edge, however, so he turns it back over to UCO, allows Meeks a little bit of space. He'll just dump it all the way down the ice, and it will go wide of Manquin for an icing. 4:19 left to go in this first period, so the faceoff will come all the way back down to the left of Alex Henry on the ice for the Sooners. It's Laura Brown Wilson along with Giamona and McGinnis. They'll now say that the refs are trying to figure out which circle the faceoff is going to be at. It'll be to the left of Henry. Reagan Yu will take the faceoff for UCO. It's won by Wilson, however. McGinnis at the right point. Brown trying to find Laura in the center area, but it's disrupted by Formosa. And UCO will send it out to center. A shot by Hull. Robin crashes hard into the boards. Allows
down.
Bouncing puck played at center by Brown. Leaves it for Wilson. Wilson to his right. Laura. His shot from the blue line. Grubbed by Henry.
Sooners just content to buy faceoffs and test Mr. Henry to our right, and no, of course not a shot that's probably going to go in, but more work in the ozone to come.
Fedor, Shepard, Jolly the forwards for Oklahoma, Westbrook and Bossy the defense. Fedor leaves it for Westbrook at the blue line. Couldn't really corral the puck though. It's forced back out to center by the Broncos. Big hit at the blue line. Broncos shot by Wyatt. Blocked down in front, goes into the corner. He turns it over. Fedor played off the skate of Jolly. Jolly tries to get by one man. It goes right on goal to Henry. Will cover it up. And McGinnis, and I believe that's Wyatt, getting a little bit of pushing after that play. And even more players will join. We'll see if anything comes out of this.
I think the shoving match might have started with Isaac Bossy and UCO's number 24, Alex Dobenyuk. And Fedor still trying to get at somebody and has to be dragged away by the referee. And he will go to the penalty box. Kane Fedor and it looks like Niall Mills are both going to the penalty box.
So referee says it's roughing on all and it's going to be a UCO power play. As Shepard is also going to the box for Oklahoma.
So it'll be a 4-on-3 for the Broncos.
It's actually going to be a 5-on-4, according to the ref. So a power play for Central Oklahoma, their first of this game. White, Waller, McGinnis, Cromagay, the Sooners killing the penalty for Oklahoma, but goes right to Cromagay. He'll send it all the way down the ice where it's played by Henry. So McGinnis cancels out Hole in the corner for UCO. Pinballs around, played at the right point by Paratalo. He'll send it in. It goes off the body of Hole, who will recover. Hole sending in deeper for, I believe that is Dan Roth, Broncos' leading scorer. Will wait behind the net. Leaves it for a man, back to Paratalo. Hole, top of the slot, back to Paratalo, in deeper, poked off the puck by Vualo. But Broncos get it right back. Dan Roth backhands it in further for Joel. Now Formosa. Formosa cycles with Dan Roth back to the blue line. Hole. Paratalo, left circle, back to left point. Straight away, now in deeper. Dan Roth, third one out in front. It's gloved down by Manquin.
A play that we saw a couple times last night. UCO just throws one on net and gets bodies going, hoping it just squeaks through OU's goalie, but this time, no dice.
UCO went 2 for 5 on the power play yesterday, so that's something Oklahoma is trying to cut back on today if you're an OU fan.
47 seconds left here.
There's Robin. Sends it in deeper for Wyatt, the captain for the Broncos. Wyatt sends it back to Robin. Wyatt through traffic. Deflected wide of the cage. Minks to the rebound. Minks, right circle. Far side boards at the point. Blue line over to Robin, in deeper. Wyatt back to Robin. His shot. I believe Brown got a piece of that. It's a delayed penalty called on Oklahoma. And it will be a 5-on-3 for 19 seconds for UCO. It looks like Jackson Giamona is going to the box for Oklahoma. He's getting an explanation from the referee, but Giamona doesn't like it as he's going to be called for a cross check. So a critical 5-on-3 power play for the UCO Broncos for the next 19 seconds. They win the offensive zone faceoff. Minks to his left for Wyatt. Wyatt waits. Pass deflected into the corner. Minks controlling, creeping on in. Wyatt, left circle. 6 seconds left to 5-on-3. Pass deflects off the skate of Robin. Sooners can't clear the zone. Back to 5-on-4. Sooners get a man out of the box, and they are able to clear the puck all the way down the ice.
So Sooners survive a couple of bids from UCO as Shepard hops out.
Gaining the zone is Wyatt, captain for the Broncos. Leaves it for Danoff, the leading scorer for the Broncos. Danoff back to Wyatt behind the net. Canceled out by Vualo. Paratalo threw it out in front. It looked like Marshall just dove, maybe looking for a tripping call, but none for coming. Don't know what that was about. But Marshall's right back up. Left circle controlling. Danroth, left circle. 50 seconds left in the first period. 60 seconds left on the Sooners penalty. Danroth is throwing out in front. Deflects. Shepard chomps away at it, and he's able to get the puck out to center and go off for a quick change. UCO controlling. Paratalo poked off the puck. Gage enters the zone. Can't split the Sooners defense. And the puck just rattles to the corner. Loose puck. McGinnis on his knees. Can't clear it. Second try kept in by Formosa. Paratalo back to Joel. Shot. It's gloved down by Manquin.
Manquin doing a good job getting his vision working, as UCO, of course, trying everything that's rather difficult to track, as 27 seconds left on all special teams. And here we go.
Sooners win offensive zone face-off. UCO wants something. I'm not sure what they're arguing with the ref about right now. 5 seconds left in the first period. UCO, they're going to try for one last shot. Believe they will. Pass too far for a big hit by Bossy right as the horn sounds. Brandon Formosa felt the brunt of that as Bossy just laid out Formosa at the blue line right as the horn sounds. That's a big way to end the period.
Bossy, of course, lays the hit and scurries to the locker room, so we'll see how the Broncos take some liberties on number 17 as 9 seconds of carryover time for the Broncos as far as power play goes.
And Dan Roth, who I've noticed over the years is a bit of a talker, is arguing with the ref about something. The ref's yelling at him to just get off the ice. Sometimes these hockey refs, they don't like to take anything from the players, and looks like this ref is one of them.
Right, that's right. I think that's one thing that makes hockey refs a little bit unique from refs from some other sports. Don't know if you've seen it, but there's a video out there of a hockey ref in Russia actually getting into a full-on fight with a player.
They don't like to take anything from anyone. This ref is one of the same. He had some words for the UCO bench at the end of that period. So when we return for the second period, it will be 9 more seconds on the power play for UCO. Until then, after 1 minute, or 1 period of play, no score here from the Blazers Ice Center. We'll be back with the second period right after this. You're watching OU Hockey on OU TV and KXOU.
Hello and welcome back to the Blazers Ice Center here in Oklahoma City. After 1 period of Bedlam hockey, no score, but we will start the second period. A 5-on-4, advantage UCO for about 9 more seconds there.
And that's right, as OU will jump back to 5-on-5, whether it's a goal or 9 seconds to take off. And a little more defensive matchup so far as the first period last night ended 2-2.
Definitely. Both goalies especially have been playing excellent, guarding in front of their net. Brendan Manquin opposite Alex Henry. We'll see what they can do here in the second period, or if the offenses find a way to break through.
And Matt, we saw a lot of penalties in that first period, lots of physical play. Expect to see more of the same in the second?
As you remember, the Bossy hit right at the far blue line. I'm sure the Broncos do remember. So we'll see, again, like I mentioned, if some more liberties come number 17's way.
And of course, if you just take away the fact that this is a rivalry game, normally whenever you play the same team twice back-to-back in separate days, it's usually that second game that you see lots of physical play. Just add on top that this is a rivalry game and see lots of pushing and shoving.
That's right, UCO really likes to lay the hits, but they're just as dangerous offensively, so Sooners probably like to get out of period number 1, 0-0, but looking to get goal number 1.
So Giamona's in the box, 9 more seconds until he's free. And Sooners killed off, I believe it was 19 or 30 seconds of 5-on-3 power play earlier in that first period. And if UCO had scored on that power play, that would have really set the momentum their way.
Definitely. But the Sooners held firm, and their penalty kill unit has been lagging recently. They gave up 2 power play goals last night. As of this game, the Sooners PK unit came in ranked 303rd across all 3 divisions of the ACHA, so definitely not what they're looking for, but they've been a lot better today.
We are ready for second period of hockey, except we are not ready for second period of hockey as face-off, right after the face-off we have a whistle, maybe a unfair drop. Not sure what that whistle was about.
Something about guys on the ice. Nonetheless, the refs will do this one over at center.
I'm Ryan Zagrecki alongside Matt Bowling and John Atkins. Thank you for tuning in on OU TV or our audio simulcast here on KXOU. On the ice for the Sooners, it'll be Bossy, White, along with Cromingay and McGinnis. And before the game, Coach Arvanitas said Cromingay, in his 4 years here, really earned playing time by killing penalties.
That's right. He's been a fixture on that penalty kill unit.
Still waiting for the scoreboard to update as when we had that false start on the power play.
Trying to reset. What they're trying to reset is the penalty clock.
It's instead it's 9 seconds, but they have Pard. Like his 9 confused there, so there are again 9 seconds left, and I believe it's cannot remember who's in the box quite.
It's Giamona in the box
Ah,
for
yes.
Oklahoma.
So now we are ready for second period of I-35 rivalry, UCO and Oklahoma. The Broncos win the faceoff. 4 more seconds left of their power play. Giamona now out of the box, so we begin with 5-on-5 hockey. McGinnis settles down the bouncing puck. He saucers past that out to center. Too far in front for Del Casal, but so UCO will control. Just dump it right back in. Off the corner, McGinnis, or excuse me, Bossy is there for Oklahoma. Corner. Formosa, or excuse me, that was Mills, who got knocked down to the ice, much to the delight of the capacity crowd here at the Blazers Ice Center. Puck goes all the way down the ice. Sooners will go off for a change. Coming with some speed is Marshall. Marshall's pass gets tipped by Wyatt. Loose puck at center ice for boards played by Marshall. He'll get pushed into the boards by Mara, but not before he's able to flip it into the zone and go off for a change. McGinnis to his right. Follow, long stretch pass looking for Mara. He finds him. Mara gaining the zone. Gets poked off the puck. Still a bouncing puck. Taken away by Minks of the Broncos. Minks turns it over to Vuolo. Vuolo off the boards. Played by Mara. Kept in by Vuolo. Threw one out in front. Blocked down by Minks. And UCL will send it out to center. And all the way down the ice. Dan Roth to the puck first for UCO. He'll just send it in to the near side corner. They battle for it. Behind the net now it's Dan Roth, a bouncing puck. Played to the corner by Wilson. Right point, a shot! That was off the stick of Johnson, but it hit one of his teammates out in front, so never found Manquin. Mara just gently flips it up, but it goes over the glass and out of play with 18:10 left. This scoreless second period.
So Sooners, not terribly big task, but survived the 9 seconds and looking to get some more rubber in the UCO goal, or towards it rather, as it is still 0-0.
Landon Robin versus Ray Wilson in the face-off circle. It's won by Wilson. Giamona will have to get the puck behind the net of Manquin. He turns it over, however, to Cunningham. Cunningham back to the left point. Bouncing puck, eventually taken by Brown. He finds Lara cleanly at center. Lara on the backhand. His shot just goes wide. Wilson threw one out in front again, wide of the cage. Brown near side boards. Sends it into the corner, played by Lara. Brown protecting the puck. Finds Lara. Pull back to Wilson. Sooners can't get a shooting lane. Behind the net, Lara threw one out in front, looking for Brown. It missed him, and Broncos will flip it out to center, where Robin will dump it into the zone. Manquin couldn't play it behind his net. Allows Gage to get to the puck first for Central Oklahoma. Gage fights free of Wilson. Gage still controlling. We'll just back it in deeper. Eventually Wilson comes free of it. Can't clear the zone, however. It is kept in by Cunningham. Knifes across for Marshall. His shot on goal to Manquin, who will cover it up and not allow a rebound.
Good vision there from Manquin through traffic to make the save.
17 minutes left in the second period. Face-off. Well, actually, we're going to have a penalty coming up. And it looks like it's going to be on UCO, or actually it's going to be on Oklahoma. Jackson Giamona is going to the box for Giamona. I believe that's a roughing call on Giamona. So Giamona to the box for roughing, and UCO will go to the power play. Minks on the power play for Central Oklahoma. One-time shot by Wobbin just goes right at the cage. Chop away at the side of the crease. A bouncing puck finds its way out to center, where UCO will have to regroup.
16:45 left in the second period as the Broncos restart.
Central Oklahoma controls. Here's Reagan Yu. Yu waits up with it, back to the right point. Yu back to Minks. Minks knifes across, but errant pass goes over the stick of Robin, and UCO will have to regroup at center. Robin turns it over to White. White will send it off the boards, allows himself to go off for a line change along with Promengay. So Shepard and Brown jump on in place of them. UCO couldn't get by the defense of Westbrook, and he'll clear it again all the way down the ice. 60 seconds left of UCO's power play. 16 minutes left in the second period. Still no score between the 5th ranked Broncos and the 20th ranked Sooners. At center ice, Donald Danroth will gain the zone left side. Knifes across for Paratalo. Is shot denied by Manquin. Rebound shot, and they score. Gage Joel puts the Broncos on top 1-0 with 15:44 left to go in this second period.
Just a rebound, and UCO hopping on, like I said, the rebound came right to number 15, Joel, and he makes no mistake. UCO power play finally strikes.
Often ensuing face-off, Port and Formosa got tired of each other. Linesman, excuse me, kicks both of them out. So Mara and Danroth come in to the face-off circle. Port and Formosa still having some words with each other. Bouncing puck taken by Hull. Hull canceled out by Port, excuse me. And for Gage Joel's goal, it was assisted by number 20, Spencer Paratalo, as soon as able to flip it all the way down the ice. UCO will regroup. And guys, yesterday, UCO was able to capitalize on the momentum by scoring a goal, and twice yesterday they scored a second goal 30 seconds after scoring an initial goal. So this is an important shift for Oklahoma.
Right, UCO scores in bunches, so they got to get the puck back, does the Sooners.
Puck goes all the way down the ice. It's a foot race, and it'll be an icing.
And that's one way you can do it. The large part of what we asked Coach Arvanitis, I wanted to ask him about the face-off, and he said it's all about assignments. So, you know, of course, UCO probably cannot score in their defensive zone, but OU would like to win this one. It's controlled by the Broncos, though, but turned over to Lara.
So often ensuing face-off. Just under 15 minutes left to go in the second period. UCO on top, 1-0 off the goal by Joel. They'll just flip it into the opposite corner. Formosa and Bossy chop away at it and goes into the netting out of play.
If there's any team that I've watched that's maybe opportunistic, or is as opportunistic as they are good, it is UCO.
Face off to the right of Manquin, won by UCO. Minks his shot, blocked down by Lara. Lara with some speed, a foot race to the puck, and it eventually goes off to the corner. Brown, a hard hit on Johnson. Taken, or not taken by Brown. OU will have to regroup at center. UCO controls. Errant pass goes right to Bossy. That was off the stick of Mills. So Bossy will control behind the net of Manquin. Giamona will slap it along the boards, finds Jolly cleanly at center. It was looking for Wilson, taken by Fedor. Fedor moving on in. His shot denied by Henry. A rebound opportunity by Jolly goes wide left of the net. Kept in by Bossy. Threw one out in front, denied by Henry. He will cover up the loose puck And more pushing after that.
Probably one of OU's best sequences. They get Fedor coming in. They get a few cracks actually at Henry, and are able to buy a face-off as the players convene.
And Henry was ready to join in that scrum himself as somebody from Oklahoma ran into him after the whistle going for the rebound.
So it'll be 4-on-4 as away from that main scrum, Jolly and Wyatt. Well, Wyatt had a tug on Jolly's jersey. Jolly obviously didn't like that, gave a little bit of a push.
Retaliation, yeah.
To Wyatt, but both of them will be called for a roughing penalty. So 4-on-4 means more ice.
A little more open ice. So OU has to be smart with their passes here.
And the referees seem like they're trying to cut down, to crack down rather, on the extracurricular after the whistle scrums, but it doesn't seem to be working, guys.
Broncos just playing keep away right now.
It's hard to control teams that are rivals such as Oklahoma and UCO. So
blood boils over, like you were saying.
13.5 minutes left to go. Broncos gaining the zone. Durbinick tried to put one out in front. Taken by Robin. Robin back to the left point. Peritalo couldn't control it. And an unforced error has UCO regrouping at center. Robin comes away from the battle. Taken by Joel. Joel cutting to the right. Protecting the puck. Tries to get by Bossy. He does. But he couldn't get a clean shot off the side of the cage by Manquin. Now Bossy in the corner. Controlling for Oklahoma. Plays it off the boards to himself. It's eventually taken by O'Day. O'Day gaining the zone. Moving on. It is shot denied by Henry. He wanted to play it, but the whistle was called first with 12:49 left to go in the second period.
As Austin Cunningham was slapping his stick at center ice, maybe thinking Henry could get it to him, but frozen was the puck as this is an offensive zone faceoff for OU.
Shepard will take the faceoff draw for the Sooners, but U will win it for the Broncos. Minks will just wait behind his net on the ice for Oklahoma. It's Shepard, Pard, Wallow, and McGinnis. Cunningham gaining the zone, but he was offsides as U was a little bit too happy getting into the zone with 12:34 left in the second period.
So just need to get that quality chance on Henry. Right now, everything's just easier for him to see and just. But the blueprint has been there.
Off the faceoff at center, it's won by U. Minks at the red line pokes it along to Hobbs. Hobbs poked off the puck by McGinnis, allows Wilson to control behind the net of Manquin. Wilson coming out with it himself. Taps across, it goes off the stick of Wallow. It'll go all the way down the ice. Wallow will get to the puck first. Henry has to come out of his cage and poke it off to the corner to prevent that. With speed, Minks leaves it for U. His shot denied by Manquin, easily pushed away to the corner. McGinnis off the boards, loose puck, and it's forced out to center by McGinnis. We are back at 5-on-5 hockey. McGinnis battles with the man. It's a Broncos player, falls down, and a big hit on McGinnis along the boards. That's going to be a penalty called on UCO. So delayed penalty on the Broncos. They touch the puck, and Sooners will go on the power play. It looked like McGinnis was fighting with Minks for control of the puck, and pretty easy call for the ref there. Boarding call on Cunningham as he clearly hit McGinnis from behind into the boards.
Right, players falling all over the place as Henry has a word with the referee, but OU needs to get one here. The UCO's power play has come to plate, and OU's need to do the same.
Del Casal back to Bossy, to Del Casal. And deeper for Pard. Pard at the right circle, waits. Del Casal. Back to the blue line for Bossy. Bossy has to go around Marshall. Loose puck taken by White off the boards. Deeper for Del Casal, trying to get the cycle going for Pard, but he's pressured by Paratalo. Allows Del Casal to control the puck. Send it around for Bossy. He will keep it in the zone. Sooners can't really get a shot attempt away, but Bossy comes free of it. Paratalo and Del Casal battle for it. Del Casal chops down to the ice, and a penalty is going to be called on Del Casal. Looks like that's going to be a high sticking call.
So that power play really does nothing for the Sooners, but 4-on-4 has been the name of the game tonight, guys, and that's where we're at right now. So Broncos frustrating the Sooners tonight. I mean, Sooners not really able to set anything up, and frustrates, it boils over. Alex Henry's job, not going to say it's easy, but it hasn't been super stressful as of tonight.
So a minute 13 of 4-on-4 play, and then it will be 47 seconds of a UCO power play. Shepard versus Robin in the face-off circle to the left of Manquin, won by Shepard. Westbrook rattles it around, played by Brown, excuse me, far side boards. McGinnis with some speed enters the zone. His shot blocked down with the defense of Paratalo. Paratalo hit hard by Brown behind the net, but he's able to maintain control of the puck. Paratalo fighting free, pressured by Shepard, but Paratalo is able to find Robin. Back to Paratalo. To his right for Durbinick. Durbinick poked off the puck. Shepard controls. It's in the corner. Gets hit hard into the boards by Paratalo. Now Robin fakes the shot. Creeps in. It's denied by Manquin. Paratalo back with it again. His slap shot denied by Cromingay. Cromingay is a little gingerly up after that. But nice block by the senior on senior night. Here's Robin. Robin, his slap shot just goes wide. Controlled by UCO, Durbinick. And a delay penalty called on Oklahoma as McGinnis and Mills fell down to the ice. McGinnis couldn't believe that, but Oklahoma is going to the penalty box again.
As a man was down on the, on the back of the net as he and McGinnis get tangled up, but Sooners just not going to be happy with that one, Matt.
The official call is an interference. So lots of guys in the penalty box for both teams. But for right now, it is a 4-on-3 in favor of UCO. That's going to be for 6 seconds. And then after the 6 seconds are up, it's going to be about 47 seconds of 5-on-3 for UCO. So
face-off crucial here.
That face-off is won by the Sooners, but they have to battle for it along the boards. It's one Sooner in there, Bossy, and 3 UCO players. And somehow UCO can't get the puck free. Great job by Bossy for the Sooners. Now UCO gets the puck free. It's Gage, 5-on-3 for UCO. Formosa creeping on in, leaves it for Minks. Minks slot area, his shot denied by Manquin. What a save made by the Sooners goalie through traffic.
Manquin at the top of the crease coming out to challenge that one. He sees it all the way to its crest. So the save by Mr. Manquin as those 6 seconds are up. So of course it is 5-on-3.
30 seconds of 5-on-3, and then it'll be about a minute of 5-on-4 for UCO. Minks controlling to his left for Hull. In deeper. Formosa, Gage a shot, got fluttered. It's still loose in the blue paint, and they score.
The situations are ones you can't put yourself in, as things just collapsing towards the goal, and that was going to go in no matter who you put on the ice. Not really much Mangun can do as he was saved the previous shot, but Sooners still not clear of all special teams. So dire moments in this middle frame.
That's going to go down as a 5-on-3 penalty, so Sooners will get a man out of the box, as it will be McGinnis now in the box for a minute 29 left. I believe that was Brandon Formosa on the goal for UCO, but we'll get official word once we get it, as Oklahoma will clear the puck all the way down the ice. And it is indeed Brandon Formosa who got the goal. Danroth gets the assist on Formosa's goal. UCO still on the power play, as this time it's a 5-on-4. UCO controlling now in the corner. Here's Robin. Robin threw one out of front, denied by Manquin. Rebound opportunity. Puck flutters up, taken by Kromage. He will send it off the glass and all the way down. Henry, a long stretch pass as Oklahoma gets caught up in a change. Allows Marshall to move on in. He'll leave it for a man. Gets it back to Marshall in the corner. He gets pinned up by Westbrook. Westbrook falls down to the ice. Wyatt controls for UCO. Robin at the blue line. In for Wyatt. Creeping on in. It's denied by Manquin. And Giamona has some words with you.
I mean, goals, they are goals. Manquin, however, equal to every task that has been a wrist shot, like straight on, the first goal being a rebound, and of course the goal a few moments ago, just everything collapsing in front. So Manquin has done most of his part tonight, I would say.
24 seconds left on UCO's power play. They win the offensive zone draw. Paratalo back to Durbinick. Durbinick gets by Shepard, leaves it for Paratalo, knifes it across for Formosa. Durbinick shot through traffic, hits Bossy right in the chest, and he's able to clear it all the way down the ice, and he'll go off. I think that hit Bossy more in the groin area, so he'll go off in a little bit of pain. But the Sooners are able to kill off that penalty, as we're back at 5-on-5 hockey. It is 2-0 Central Oklahoma with 7:40 left in the second period. Shepard fights through a couple of players. Shepard moving on in. Backhanded shot denied by Henry.
Charlie Shepard making some moves, able to dance right in. Henry equal to that task, but Sooners come right back and almost buy a goal. Number 54 showing off some deeks.
That may have been OU's best scoring opportunity of this game so far. We'll see if they can generate another one like that off this face-off.
Face-off to the right of Henry. Pard, O'Day, and Mara the forwards. Wallow, McGinnis the defense. Wallow sends it in deeper. It will be controlled by O'Day. Leaves it for Pard. A sharp angle shot. Don't know if that got hit the side of the cage or if it hit Henry. A couple of players hit hard in the corner. Mara knifes it across for Wallow. Has to settle down the puck. He was pressured by Daughtry, so he has to force it in deeper. Side of the cage. Nothing doing for Oklahoma. Goes right back to Wallow. In deeper, O'Day battles with you. O'Day fights three, threw it out in front. Pard a backhand shot, and it's O'Day in the slot. Wallow wrists the shot, and it's gloved down by Henry.
Alex Henry flashes the leather there. 10-bell save from the right catching Tendy. Right in the slot on Wallow, but OU coming on in this offensive zone shift.
And Alex Henry is showing why he's one of the best goalies in Division I.
Definitely. You'll just look at the numbers. 1.71 goals against average and a .943 save percentage. Wow.
That's right. Wilson through traffic. It's in the equipment of Guthrie. No one knew where it was, so the whistle was blown. 6:47 left in the second period. UCO on top, 2-0. The same men out on the ice. It's Brown, Wilson, Lara for Oklahoma, along with Bossy and Westbrook. Guthrie battles with Brown. Gets loose. And UCO tries to clear it out the center, but it hits the roof or ceiling and the rafters at the Blazers Ice Center, so a whistle.
Face-off coming right back in. Sooners will take that as they try to test Mr. Henry some more.
So the same man out on the ice for both teams. Bailey Marshall will take the face-off for UCO, but it's won by Wilson. Brown pressured, knifes it across the slot area. UCO gets it back out to center. Regrouped by Westbrook. Wilson fighting free of it, but he turns it over to Hobbs. Hobbs now to Wyatt, pressured by a couple of Sooner players. Taken by Brown. Wilson back to Brown. Fight point for Westbrook with a little bit of space. Winds up a shot through traffic. It deflects wide. Bossy now near side corner. Leaves it for Lara. Back to Brown at the blue line. Brown backhands it to Lara through traffic. Denied by Henry. Rebound taken by Hamas. He'll flip it out to center off the glass. And Oklahoma will go off for a little bit of a change. 5:50 left in the second period. 2-0 Central Oklahoma on top. At center ice, Fedora waits for Jolly to get back on side. Shepard is there for Oklahoma. Wyatt battling for UCO. Shepard behind the net, tries to fight free of Wyatt. He's able to find Fedora. Jolly one sniper, but it's denied by Henry. And Wyatt's able to get it out to center, but it's poked off by McGinnis, allows Jolly to control. Jolly across ice for Fedora. He finds McGinnis, but goes off his stick. Still battling for it. Pard behind the net of Henry. A wraparound chance, couldn't get anything on it. Giamona denied by Henry. And somehow, amid all that chaos, the Sooners still control in their own offensive zone. It's been all Oklahoma for the past minute or so. McGinnis plays the puck off the boards. Doing out front, Mara scores!
Fantastic.
Sooners keep it in right after Ryan got done talking. After he said chaos, McGinnis finds Mara slashes at the puck, and that's probably what you're going to need to beat Henry tonight.
Fantastic vision there by Alex McGinnis from the point to find Mara headed towards the net, and he's able to poke that one in. Those are the kind of looks they need to make for themselves if they're going to get goals on the board.
And when you're facing a great goalie like Henry, John, that tip pass, that's really no goalie can stop that. So that's really how you beat a goalie of the caliber of Alex Henry.
Right, McKenna's patience at the point, Mara sneaking in, and top cheddar really can't blame Henry if you're UCO. Nonetheless, the score is 2-1 now.
So we'll see how UCO responds. For Jared Mara, that is his third goal on the season.
And to revisit your point, Ryan, let's see if UCO can answer real quickly.
Formosa at the side of the cage gets poked off by Del Casal. Joel turns it over to Wallow, and an easy hooking call as a delayed penalty will be called up. And I don't think you can hook someone as much as UCO hooked right there as Joel going to the box.
And,
it's actually going to be a tripping call.
Yeah, that looked more like a trip than a hook.
Stick infraction either way, so OU going to the power play. Let's see if what made them successful in that goal, and that's usually what teams look for, the deflections and such.
You can really feel the momentum building in Oklahoma's favor right now.
Definitely. Don't know how much those of you at home can hear, but the crowd is very much back into this.
Wilson at the left point. Bossy, straight away, throw unintentionally to the corner where it's played by Lara. He will leave it for Wilson. Brown in the slot area, denied by a defenseman out in front. Brown again. This time he'll leave it for Lara, but it's too far out in front, and Oklahoma will have to regroup at center. Lara will backhand it right below us to Wilson. Played off the boards, taken by Bossy. Bossy moving on in. He gets by Paratalo. They cancel each other out. Allows Lara to control behind the net for Brown. Off the boards, played by Wilson in front of the Sooner bench. Knifes across for Bossy, who'll have to settle down the bouncing puck and just backhand it in deeper. Shepard and Paratalo meet each other immediately. They still battle for it. And UCO is able to clear it all the way down the ice. Manquin comes out of his nets. Looking for a stretch pass, but no one home for the Sooners, so he'll just leave it for Giamona. Bossy knifes across for Pard. Pard gets the puck. Still battling for it. Eventually UCO gets it back out to center. Oklahoma will have to regroup. UCO sends it all the way down the ice. To it first, it's Formosa for the Broncos. Formosa hit hard into the boards by two Oklahoma players. 33 seconds left on the Sooner power play. 2:30 left in the second period. UCO on top, 2-1. Oklahoma dumps the puck into the zone. It puck flutters up and out of play, and we have couple of big hits.
Multiple scrums here, and OU card was down momentarily, and we are Donnybricking it right now.
Looks like Del Casal and Drake Cartwright are going at it. They might just drop the gloves here.
And ref looking at them. Linesmen had to separate a couple of other players, so now the linesmen finally get into the scrum as Cartwright and Del Casal really had each other in a bear hug. The referee looking it on as the linesmen cancel each other out. So there's 21 seconds left on the Sooner power play. Crowd on their feet looking at that scrum. And we'll see what comes out of this.
Looks like they're both headed to the box.
Well, that's pretty much obvious right here, as they each had each other in a bear hug. We'll see if that's...
I think Del Casal might have landed a punch there.
But John, we'll see if that's just going to be a minor, if that's going to be something more than that.
All right, and probably the biggest amount of nastiness, if you will, to date tonight. So it's getting worse every time. But you know, both players, both teams, with the score of separated by one goal, you know, both teams have that motion heating up.
And John, we saw the seeds of this planted yesterday as D'Souza got hit hard into the boards off a dirty hit by a UCO player. Oklahoma took exception to that. That caused the line brawl. So we really saw the seeds planted yesterday for all this.
Right,
physical.
and again, going back to the first intermission, Bossy laying a hit. So the physicality, I can guarantee you, is not forgotten as Josh Wyatt, captain, is right here in front of us at the booth. Referees, players convening with 2:20 and 21 seconds respectively left.
So in the penalty box, right below us, it's Del Casal and Isaac Bossy in it for Oklahoma. And Gage Jewell is still waiting in the penalty box. He was the original penalty called about a minute and a half ago as the Sooners won that power play. And he's joined by Cartwright, so I don't know if any other UCO players are in the box. The referee is currently talking at the UCO bench, talking with Coach Craig McAllister. He's getting an explanation.
So Sooners probably able to draw something up and use this time, see if they can draw even in the final 2.5, as both goalies are doing some stretching and getting looser this timeout. Nonetheless, we are going to play on here soon. I thought it was going to.
So the face-off will be in the Sooners' offensive zone. We're still waiting official word as the referees sort everything out. Well, I say referees, I meant the referee. Usually we have 2 referees for a game as OU UCO, and you can see why we would have 2 referees. But today, just 1 referee. That's a little bit of a tough job for him.
Right. There's so many scrums all over the ice. Of course, we have the advantage of height. We're way up here, but if some ref has his back turned, he's not going to see it.
And it looks like after all that, it'll still somehow just still be a 5-on-4, so everything just cancel each other out.
Sooners will take that.
Definitely will. 21 seconds left on the original Gage Jewell tripping penalty. So off that ensuing scrum, everything canceled out. Fedora shot from the right circle, gloved by Henry.
Henry still staying sharp, but wrist shot. Not well screened. 11 seconds left on this power play.
Face-off is won by the Sooners. It's McGinnis at the right point. Now Fedora, who will try to dump it in deeper, but it got blocked by the body of the linesman. We are back at 5-on-5 hockey. Wyatt with speed. Right circle denied by Manquin. Nice positioning by the Sooner goalie to deny that opportunity from Josh Wyatt. Josh Wyatt again, the captain denied by Manquin. They top away out of the crease, and
they think they've scored.
Bad, they're more fighting after. I didn't see the ref give an official goal call. The UCO fans behind the nets are up cheering.
Of course, it happened right on the ice at the post. Manquin was there. We'll see as more nastiness, surprise, surprise.
And
All stemming from that unfortunate turnover at the Sooners blue line, of course, but
well, UCO's not celebrating right now, so I believe there's no goal call yet. Referee currently talking things over with one of his linesmen, so they may still be discussing what happens of it.
Broncos did have a disallowed goal last night, so that is something they have seen before. Of course, that was for a player in the crease violation, but this one may be a little different.
And of course, referee not only has to decide about the goal, he has to decide about any penalties that came out of that.
Right, as of course punches and hits such after the whistle. As Westbrook talks with Manquin at the goal.
So I believe there's no goal on that. Referee talking to the official scorer, but he's below us. And did you guys hear a whistle before that puck went in the back of the net, or?
I think so, but of course the whistle not much longer as players, as the Broncos had their hands raised and punches started flying. So nonetheless, without video review, I think we just have to go. I'm not sure quite what happened, but Sooners fight song being played right now.
The pride of Oklahoma is here, as they are normally for these big Oklahoma, Central Oklahoma matchups.
So five aside remain on the ice, it appears. The goal doesn't count, so after even more madness, scorer and advantage stay the same.
So Fedor was in the penalty box for Oklahoma. Now he's being escorted back to the locker room, and there is a 5-minute major penalty on the scoreboard for the Sooners. So that may be a major penalty called on Kane Fedor, as there's only 4 Sooners out on the ice right now. So it's looking like it may be a major penalty on Oklahoma and a 5-minute power play for UCO.
And that is not where you want to be, Matt. That doesn't sound good.
No, definitely not. Sooners have already given too many power play opportunities to UCO this game.
So with a minute 43 left in the second period, it's going to be a major penalty on Kane Fedor off that fight. So a critical power play coming up for UCO, as they can really put this game out of reach with a couple of goals. But on the same note, Oklahoma can really get a lot of momentum if they are able to kill off this penalty. Puck is behind Manquin. In deeper, they chop away at it, and it's forced back to the corner by Westbrook. Wyatt controlling for UCO. Back to Robin, to Wyatt, left circle. His wrist shot tips up into the net, out of play into the crowd.
The crowd get a souvenir there as that puck deflected. So step one for OU, survive the rest of this period and think about it with about 3-something minutes would be remaining, and try to keep the score 2-1.
Oklahoma will get a full 4-man change as White, Wallow, Brown, McInnes come out on the ice. White wins the defensive zone face-off cleanly. McInnes sends it around for the play on by Brown, but he's not able to clear it. UCO wins the battle in the corner. Behind the net, they chop away at it. McInnes cancels out a man. Wallow comes to help him out. 60 seconds left in the second period. UCO on top 2-1. They are currently on the 5-minute major power play. Wyatt, left point. Left circle now for Minks. Minks gets by one man. His shot denied by Manquin. A rebound at the side of the cage. A couple of players on the ice, and a hand pass is going to be called on Bailey Marshall of the Broncos. 43 seconds left in the second period. 4 minutes left on Fedor's major penalty. Face off back at center ice. Shepard, Giamona, Kramage, Westbrook, the penalty killers for Oklahoma. Broncos only have 4 men on the ice. They're waiting for the 5th man.
Center.
Be Joel Cunningham, Paratalo, Hole, and Danroth on the ice for UCO. They win the faceoff cleanly at center ice. The Broncos do. So Joel controlling. 38 seconds left in this period. Broncos dump it into the zone. Westbrook to the puck first. He's met by Cunningham. Westbrook protecting the puck in the corner. There's 3 Broncos players and 2 Oklahoma players in that scrum. 20 seconds left in the second period. Cunningham fights free of the puck. It's Paratalo. His shot goes wide of the cage. Dan Roth couldn't corral the rebound. Cromagay is able to backhand it all the way down the ice. Henry comes way off his net. Long stretch pass. And UCO enters the zone offsides with 6 seconds left in this period.
Sooners looking to achieve step 1 from what I was saying. Of course, it's a tall task well afterwards this period. But this face-off coming towards Alex Henry, so looking like we're just going to play the final 6 seconds out. These teams will think about it in the intermission.
So face-off in the Sooners offensive zone. It'll be White, Brown, Vuolo, and McGinnis. White, a sharp angle shot denied by Henry, and a late whistle. So 2 seconds left in this frame.
It would have been something if White somehow snuck that through. No dice for Sooners, but just a couple ticks left.
So a late addition as Bossy will jump on for Vuolo. White off the draw just shoots it towards the net, but it gets blocked down by Minks. That's how we end the second period. So at the end of 2, it is a 2-1 game in favor of UCO.
And this defensive matchup continues. McInnes to Mara is the reason this is a game. So we'll have a third period for you guys after this intermission.
So just to recap, UCO got on top 2-0 with goals from Joel and Formosa. OU responded with a goal by Jared Mara. So at the end of 2 periods of play, UCO leads 2-1. We'll be back with the third and final period of hockey right after this. You're watching OU Hockey on OU TV. Hello and welcome back to the Blazers Ice Center here in Oklahoma City for this third period of Bedlam hockey action between the 5th-ranked Central Oklahoma Broncos and the 20th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Thank you for tuning in here on OU TV. I'm Ryan Zgrecki alongside Matt Bowling and John Atkins. And guys, it's a 2-1 lead for UCO, but they have 3 minutes and 17 seconds left on the power play entering this third period. So critical moment in this game coming up soon.
So yeah, OU escaped the first minute 20-something, but it looked as if after the Mara goal that OU would be looking to equalize. And if they're going to do that, they can't give up like any more than 1 on this, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's really right, John. They just have to kill this penalty and mount a counterattack.
But for UCO, they can really put this game out of reach because it is a major penalty, so they are free to score as many times on this power play as possible. So critical point for UCO if they really want to stomp the foot on OU, which is what they did last night, which was a 2-0 OU lead, and then all of a sudden Oklahoma looks up. It's 5-2 UCO on top, and it was eventually 6-2 win.
So yeah, UCO able to score in bunches like we've talked about, but 2-1 is maybe a little surprising if you attended or heard about last night's match. But this 3-17 could change the sum of the score real quick.
So if you're just joining us, all 3 goals in this game occurred in the second period. UCO got on top 2-0. They got a power play goal by Gage Joel, and then a 5-on-3 goal by Brandon Formosa. Sooners would answer with an even strength goal by Jared Mara. And Matt, the penalties on the Sooners and the Broncos power play is really why the Broncos have the lead in this game so far.
That's right, and especially when you consider that the Broncos have one of the better power play units in the ACHA. They came in with a little over 20% success rate on the year. That gives them a ranking of 127 across all 3 divisions. So this is not a power play unit that you want to give an extended amount of time to.
And John, my score sheet has really been filling up with Sooner penalties. And
Right, Ryan, you're on play-by-play, but you've also been doing your bit of writing as he's going to run out. Maybe have to use the back of your sheet there. So we'll see if the Sooners can stay more disciplined in this final third. They're going to need it.
90 seconds until puck drop in the third and final period of this game. It's always a fun game. Capacity crowd here at the Blazers Ice Center. And there was a moment in that second period that the momentum was really all OU, and you could really feel the crowd getting into this game.
It went from goal to on the power play. And disallowed goal by UCO right after, so Sooners do catch a break, but they're going to give themselves a break. A huge one right here.
60 seconds till puck drop, a critical moment in this game to begin this third period, as UCO will be on the power play for 3 minutes and 17 seconds off of Kane Fedori's major penalty in that second period. And we didn't see what Kane Fedori did to merit that penalty, but we assume if it's a 5-minute major, he must have done something that we didn't see, but the ref did.
Something pretty awful. Of course, 5 minutes instigator or fighting or violence comes to mind. Just stick infractions wouldn't get you that. Nonetheless, number 18 sits for 3:17 as the players come back onto the ice.
So Oklahoma will take the ice to the tune of Boomer Sooner from the band that is here today. Part of the capacity crowd at the Blazers Ice Center. OU, UCO, always the biggest crowds of the season. And John, we saw last night at the Arctic Edge Ice Arena, UCO, they were packed in for their home matchup between these two teams.
Right, the atmosphere is really good. One that I was at, they sure do let you know when the goal goes in, and they have their chants and they have their stuff. This arena a little more wide open, of course, from the stands to our booth. But atmosphere remains good on these kinds of games. We have a great third period coming up.
On the ice for the Sooners to begin this frame, it'll be Giamona, Brown, Bossy, and Shepard. For UCO, it'll be Formosa, Joel, Paratalo, along with Hull. Or there's actually 6 UCO guys on the ice. So Dan Roth, Formosa, Joel, along with Hull and Paratalo. Shepard and Formosa at the face-off circle, and we are underway in this third period of action. At center ice, UCO will control Paratalo in his own zone. Knifes across cleanly to Formosa for Dan Roth. Dan Roth off his stick, just sends it off the glass and around. Formosa gets to the puck first. Here's Hull. Knifes across for Paratalo. In deeper for Dan Roth, the leading scorer for the Broncos. Right circle will get the cycle going for Joel, I believe. Excuse me, Formosa, 16, not 15. So Formosa in deeper. Now it's Joel controlling at the right circle. Is pass disrupted by Bossy, who will send it all the way down the ice.
Number 91 for UCO, Hull, right shot on the right side, looking to get that one-timer, but never found him. Sooners have to look out.
2:23 left on the Sooner major penalty. UCO gaining the zone, right side, rattle it around. It'll be Hull to the puck first, near side boards. In the scrum is Wallow for the Sooners. Still battling for it. 2 Oklahoma players, 3 UCO players, so UCO will fight it free. Dan Roth outside the cage, back in a shot denied by Manquin. It goes off to the corner.
2 minutes left.
Paratalo slides across for Hull. Had a little bit of trouble corralling the puck, so he'll control and then send it in deeper. Formosa to Hull. Hull, puck's on its edge, so he has to settle it yet again. Now at the right point, Hull knifes across for Paratalo. Paratalo pressured by Kromage. He's forced to send it around deep, and he'll go off for a change. Minute 37 left on the Sooner penalty. Minks for UCO, fresh off the bench. Dan Roth, he was looking for the top corner, but he missed the cage. He had it open through traffic, but he just missed the net. Minute 20 left on the Sooner penalty. Here's Formosa, left circle. Saucer pass over the stick of Robin, but Minks controls it in the zone. Minks straight away, through traffic, denied by Manquin. Puck's loose, and Manquin will dive and cover it up for the whistle.
Manquin just kind of just hit him, and he pounces on that rebound. So we started with 317 down to 109, as you see, or OU rather, doing a pretty good job of staying in front, keeping the vision there.
Bossy, Shepard, Giamona. Brown, the penalty kill is for Oklahoma. Sooners win the face-off. Giamona over to Brown. He will slap it all the way down the ice. So Henry controls. He'll just leave it for Minks. He'll take it with some speed. Up, finds Wyatt cleanly. Wyatt enters the zone, sends it around. Marshall is there for UCO. Back to left point for Robin. And deeper for you. Back to Robin. 33 seconds left on the UCO power play. Robin through traffic. It deflects off bodies and sticks out in front and flutters out of play.
Sooners forwards make the first move, if you will. You having to hesitate a little bit, and even though he had the man go down, couldn't get past the traffic, and Sooners have half a minute remaining in the 5-minute-er.
Wilson versus, I believe that's Formosa in the face-off circle. Formosa will win it. Durbinick, left point, sends it in deeper. Played on by Danoff. Left circle, shot by Formosa, denied. Puck still loose, kept in at the blue line by Durbinick. 17 seconds left on UCO's power play. They have yet to score on this 5-minute major. 10 seconds left now. Here's Durbinick. Shoots one through traffic. It's deflected off a stick and then a body. And it goes off to the corner. And Oklahoma has killed off that 5-minute major. That's a shot by the right point for the Broncos. Misses the cage. Brown finds Lara cleanly. Left side, gaining the zone along the boards. Back in it one to Henry. Rebound in the slot area. No one home. Here's Brown. He gets forced off the puck. We're back at 5-on-5 hockey, and that really builds momentum for the Sooners.
And Sooners not hesitating. Brown just comes right back the other way.
Joel with some speed. Gets by one man. Tries to get by Westbrook. He'll just poke it in deeper. Too far in front for McGinnis. They battle for it along the boards. Robin comes away with it. Loose puck taken by Westbrook. He'll have to force it to safety behind the cage into the corner where it's taken by Robin. Corner apart will send it to the opposite boards. McGinnis now for Oklahoma. McGinnis sends it off the glass. It's gloved down by Paratalo, but it's forced out to center by Pard. Here's Lara. Lara, slap shot. It's denied by Henry.
Whoa.
And I believe we had an offsides as a whistle was called as Westbrook and Gage Joel talk behind the play. No, referee and the linesman don't see Westbrook and Joel talking right in front of the UCO bench.
So Lara comes in, winds up a shot, whether it was offside or not, finds the glove of Henry, and on the rebound, players scoop up the goalie. He was on top of that pile, so maybe that's the nastiest it's gotten in his crease. But no goal anywhere. We play on.
So the face-off back out to center, as I believe that was an offsides whistle. So Shepard, Jolly, Mara the fourth for Oklahoma, Waller, Giamona the defense. Marshall will take the face-off for UCO. He has Mills and Wyatt as his forwards, along with Paratalo and Minks as the defense for the Broncos. We are ready. Shepard wins the face-off cleanly at center. Sooners will send it right in. Minks goes behind the net of Henry. Pressured by Mara, forced out from behind by the Sooners forecheck. And Brawler will control at center. Mara, left point, leaves it for Shepard. Tries to get by Minks, but Minks takes the puck away from him. Play disrupted by Jolly in the corner. Jolly controls. Threw one out in front, poked away by Henry. Shepard now for Oklahoma. Behind the net, here's Paratalo. Sends it to the near side boards, and UCO will send it out to center. They poke at it at center ice. A bouncing puck, no one can control it. Now UCO does. Paratalo to Minks. Minks up cleanly for Marshall. His pass deflected by Vuolo. Allows Jolly to take it the other way for Pard. Pard tries to get by a couple of players. He does get by one into the zone. You could hear the oohs and ahs of the crowd of that. Paratalo back behind the net for Minks. Gives it right back to Paratalo. 14:38 left to go in this third period. Turned over. Croningay at center ice. Big bouncing puck. Turns it right back over to UCO. Broncos lead it 2-1. White enters the zone left side. His slap shot denied by the glove of Henry with 14:24 left in this third period.
Sooners turn that turnover, stretch pass back into the zone. His offense looking pretty good at following that humongous kill. Sooners again by a face-off here.
Wilson, Lara, Brown, along with Giamono, Westbrook, the Sooners out on the ice. Formosa will take the defensive draw for Oklahoma. And it looks like Donald Danroth is talking with, I believe, a trainer as a puck gets covered up by Henry right behind us at the locker room. Donald Danroth, the leading scorer for UCO. Looks like he's taking a couple of pills. Not sure what that's about, but he's not on the bench for UCO. We'll keep track of that. Here's Giamona. His wrist shot easily gloved down through Henry, who saw that all the way. .16 left to go in this third period. Danroth still behind us, not on the bench, leading scorer for the Broncos. UCO forces that puck out to center. OU will send it right back in. But Danroth collects his stick. He goes back to the bench as the puck flutters out of play, so we'll have a whistle. So it looks like Danroth, don't know what that was about, but he took some pills, and he's
ready
back
to
out
go.
on the bench. 14:04 left in this third period. Shepard, Jolly, Mara, the forwards for Oklahoma, along with Bossy and McGinnis as the defense. Shepard wins the draw, but gets forced off the puck by Joel, allows Dervinick to control for UCO. Pressured by Shepard. UCO can't clear the zone. Shepard, a big hit along the corner, much to the delight of the crowd. But here's UCO coming the other way. Robin waits with it at the left circle. Pass deflects off the body, and out the other way it's the Sooners. McGinnis moving on, and he lost control of the puck. He'll have to settle it down behind the net. A great opportunity for the Sooners, but nothing doing. A long stretch pass for UCO. They were looking for Cunningham on the breakaway as Bossy, a shot from the blue line, gloved down by Henry. Chaos there.
Sooners would have had a mini 2-on-0. Would have been able to slide it over his man, and just loses the handle, but sign of the times for right now.
13:10 left in this game. Sooners down by 1, 2-1. UCO finally comes out from behind their net. They send it out to center, turned it over to Bossy, who will send it off the glass. Too far in front for Pard. So Johnson will control for UCO. Send it back for Paratalo. Pressured by Pard behind the net for Johnson. Johnson pressured by O'Day. This is send it out to center. Big hit by O'Day on Johnson. UCO will dump it in. Icing will get waved off. The battle for it. Taken by UCO. Now Minks slides across for Paratalo. Paratalo winds up back to Minks. Can't get a shooting lane. It's White on the defense for OU. Daughtry turns the puck over to Pard. Pard can't clear it. It's kept in by Paratalo. Threw it out in front. Goes off the skate of Wallow. And nice play made by O'Day to force that puck all the way down the ice and allows the Sooners to get a line change. Puck kept in by Brown. He doesn't know where it is, but it's right below him. Now they battle for it at the left point. Squirts out to center. Protected by Westbrook. Lara gaining the zone. Slap shot pushed away by Henry. Lara to the rebound. Now it's Wilson in the corner. Wilson loses control of the puck. It's behind him. He's sworn by two UCO players, and UCO will get it out to center. Looking for the breakaway by Marshall off the boards, but OU read that and sent it right back in, where Minks will control. Minks pressured by Brown behind the net for Paratalo. Goes tape to tape to Marshall. Leaves it for Paratalo. Minks turns it over. Center ice. Here's Shepard. Shepard can't evade three players, but allows Giamona to take the puck. Pass it off the boards to himself in the corner. Giamona. Try to center. Nothing doing. Giamona back in his shot. Nothing doing yet again. We'll just send it behind the cage where O'Day will settle it in the corner. Cycles it for Shepard. Giamona. His wrist shot from the blue line off the skate of Mills and out of play. 10:56 left to go in this third period. So both teams will get a little bit of a change on the ice for Oklahoma. It's Wilson, Brown, Lara as the forwards, Bossy and Vualo as the defense. Landon Robin will take the defensive draw for UCO. Off the ensuing scrum, Brown in the corner to Bossy, but Bossy couldn't handle at the right point, so it's a foot race for Vualo and Cunningham, won by Vualo. Have to settle it down in his own zone. He's pressured by Robin as Bossy chops it up and out of play.
No delay of game on that one. 10:39 to play. Sooners looking to get the equalizer here.
Face off in the Broncos offensive zone. Same men out on the ice for both teams. Face off won by Ray Wilson. Allows Vualo behind the net. Backhanded one through pinballed around some skates. UCO retakes control of it in their own offensive zone. Pass deflected by Brown and out to center. The OU will go off for a change. That was Durbinick. Sends it off the boards, taken by McGinnis. McGinnis back hits it for Mara, intercepted by Joel. We'll just flip it into the zone. Robin leaves it for Danroth. Donald Danroth back out on the ice. Try to center a pass, nothing doing. UCO will have to regroup at center. Turned over Kramage for White. No one can get a good handle on it, however. So it's Durbinick. Long stretch pass. Goes off the stick of Hull and down the ice. Giamona canceled out by Hull. Both men fall down to the ice. As Minks fakes the slap shot, gets by Kramage. Minks into the corner. Still controlling, Minks does. The right corner. Right point now for Paratalo. Is a wrist shot through traffic. Deflects off the body in front and into the corner. Sooners can't clear it, however. It's kept in. Now it's forced out by Oklahoma. UCO re-enters the zone. It's Hull. Hull cutting to the outside behind the net. Left side now, back to the point for Mink. Slides across for Paratalo. Couldn't handle the pass cleanly, so he'll have to dump it in yet again. Giamona cancels out for Mosa. McGinnis comes to help him. They still battle for it. Won by UCO, but Oklahoma will control it. Out to center. It's Jolly, right side, gaining the zone. Jolly, Shepard a shot. It's denied by Henry.
Good opportunity there. Sooners finally bring it back. Shepard hunting in the slot, similar to where Wilson scored from last night, and really good save by Henry. That could have gone in. Out there challenging at the top of the crease. One-timer.
8:54 left in this third period. Sooners trail by 1. Wilson versus Marshall in the face-off circle. Marshall wins it for UCO. They force the puck out to center. Battling for it. Brown will dump it into the opposite corner. But UCO will poke it right back into the center ice area. Westbrook's pass gets tipped, goes all the way down the ice. Durbinick to the puck first. Pushed off by Lara. Brown comes to help. Brown controls, backhands it to the point for Bossy. Slides across for Westbrook. He'll have to play it off his skate and just send it in even deeper. Now Mills controlling. He will send it out to center, tape to tape. A big hit. Number 11 on number 11. Brown on Marshall. Puck still loose at center. Mills will control. 8:05 left in this third period. 1-goal game between the 20th ranked Oklahoma Sooners and the 5th ranked Central Oklahoma Broncos. What's been a great rivalry game so far today. Here's Joel. Joel, left side is shot. Did that go off the post or was that off the shoulder of Manquin? But either way, it's out of play.
It looked like there was room, but it ended up out of play. Mankin will take that as Joel just found himself onside with speed. And almost the dagger right there, or what would be, probably most likely.
7:49 left in this third period. UCO wins the offensive zone draw. Minks will send it around, played by Robin. McGinnis will get to the puck first, however. Can't clear. White, bouncing puck. Tries to backhand it out to center. Can't, but now the puck will roll out to center. So they will have to regroup. Kramage, left side. Del Casal just fluttered one in deeper. Henry sprawls out from behind to cover that puck. Very aggressive goaltending play there by Alex Henry.
Broncos may be fortunate it didn't squeak through to the goal line. Someone could have been hunting for the rebound. Henry, nonetheless, knows what he was doing there. Able to freeze it.
Brown, Wilson, Lara, the forwards for the Sooners. Along with McGinnis and Rollo as the defense. But UCO wins the defensive zone draw, so Dan Roth out to center, try to dump it in, denied by McGinnis. Now Peritalo will set it into the corner. Rollo to the puck for Oklahoma. Rollo up to Lara, he'll have to control, he'll just back it safely out to center, where Minks will send it right back in, but it's taken by McGinnis. McGinnis cutting to the outside, fights through a couple of players. Now Lara. A bit of Rollo as a couple of players fell down to the ice behind the play. That was McGinnis and Dan Roth falling to the ice behind the play. McGinnis will go to the box for Oklahoma. And that's our first penalty called this period. And Dan Roth has some words for the OU bench, as he typically does.
And that's exactly what can't happen if you're Oklahoma. Another 2 minutes on the penalty kill coming up as they're still down 1 goal.
So Shepard, Balsey, Westbrook, Comagate, the penalty killers on the ice for Oklahoma. Balsey can't clear the zone. It's kept in by Minks. It's going to be a roughing call on McGinnis officially. As puck's in front, bounces. UCO can't corral it. OU can, so they will send it all the way down the ice.
And we have seen some crazy stuff. I don't know if OU wants to try it for a shorty, but they'll probably be content with icing it every single time.
Minks loses control of the puck, so he gets denied at the blue line. Wyatt now for UCO. Heading to the outside, gaining the zone. Westbrook on the defense for Oklahoma. Bailey Marshall now for UCO. Marshall in deeper for Wyatt. Back to the blue line. Robin, straightaway shot. Never found Manquin. And Bossy is able to set it all the way down the ice, and a delayed penalty is coming up. This one will be on UCO. So it will be 4-on-4. UCO can't believe it, but it'll be a hook. And Peritalo is having some words with the referee at center ice. The referee is not really having anything of that. So it'll be a 4-on-4 for 62 seconds, and the Sooners will be on the power play for 58 seconds as Bailey Marshall's in the box for a hook.
Peritalo talking it over with, I believe, the referee at center ice, thinking it could have been a cross check going against OU, but nonetheless, number 20 will not get that call as we have 5:56 left.
Off this draw in the Sooners offensive zone, they poke at it, it's at center. Dan Roth controlling for UCO. His shot denied by the shoulder of Manquin. Off the ricochet, Wilson controls at center. Wilson, his shot just deflects up off the shoulder pad of Henry and out of play. 5:39 left in this third period. 49 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. UCO leads 2-1. Wilson, Lara, Wallow, Westbrook on the ice for Oklahoma. Formosa will take the face-off draw for Sooners, but it's won by Wilson, kept in by Wallow. He'll just try to send it off to the corner, but it's intercepted by Durbanek. Durbanek couldn't enter the zone. He and Westbrook collide behind the play. Both fell down to the ice. Kept in by Durbanek. Turns it over to Wallow. Up for Wilson. Wilson left side. His shot shorted away. Lara threw one out in front. No one home. Here is Bossy. Back for Giamona, but it passed too far behind him. So plays it off the skate and out to center. Giamona has a chop at Dan Roth behind the play, and Dan Roth slashed at Giamona in retaliation, but ref didn't see it. And Sooners on the power play for 55 seconds. Here's White entering the zone. He has Parr to his right. White controlling, sends it off the glass behind the play. Del Casal couldn't handle it cleanly. He forces Minks down to the ice. Now behind the net, they still battle. Minks is able to flip it all the way down the ice. 4:25 left in this game. 30 seconds left on the Sooner power play. Isaac Bossy, near side boards, just waits up with it. Knife it goes off the skate of White. So Minks now controls for UCO, and again, he'll flip it all the way down the ice. 15 seconds left on the Sooner power play. 4:06 left in this game. Sooners need a goal to tie this game up at 2. Here's Giamona. Right side finds Brown cleanly. Brown, right circle, spins with it. We're back at 5-on-5 hockey. Pard for Oklahoma, waits with it, in deeper for Brown. Brown, knifes it, cross size for Giamona. He has to play it off the boards. And some tired Sooners out on the ice. They'll go off for a change, allows UCO to take control of the puck. 3:33 left in this game. Sooners down 2-1. Wyatt will send it off the glass and out to center. A bouncing puck taken by UCO with some speed. Marshall moving on in. It's just wide of the net. Couple of players fall down to the ice. 3:15 left in this game. Taken by McGinnis. McGinnis to his left for Vuolo. Vuolo left side. Spins with it. Pard, one slap shot, one-timer, but it's denied by Henry.
Pard just found the loose puck and said, I'll take that. Slapper and right into the crest of Henry, as we've seen multiple times tonight. Sooners still have a little bit of time though. See if they can beat Mr. Henry the second time.
3:06 left. Pard versus Formosa in the face-off circle to the right of Henry. Pard will win it cleanly. Vuolo gets by one man along the boards. Back it in deeper. Shepard will leave it. O'Day near side corner now. They battle for it and along the corner. Shepard back to Pard. Pard sworn by a couple of players. He finds Shepard. Shepard behind the net. Now Vuolo, far side boards behind the net for O'Day. O'Day hit by a couple of UCO players. They'll just sky it out to center. McGinnis will control for Oklahoma. 2:35 left in this game. Sooners down 2-1. Great rivalry game between the Sooners and the Broncos. UCO had a little bit of trouble in their own defensive zone, but they get it right back. Here's Minks up for Hole. This guy flips it out to center, bouncing puck. Danroth tried to take it, but it's taken by Giamona. Sends it up, it goes off the stick of Jolly. With speed, Mara tries to get to the puck first, but he could not. White is there to send it right back in, taken immediately by Minks. Looking for the home run pass to Cunningham, goes all the way down the ice. Cunningham will control in the corner. Under 2 minutes left in this game. Here's Minks, threw one out in front, denied by Bossy, who'll just force it out to the corner. White to center. Jolly will dump it in. It'll go wide of Henry. Henry will come out, and he'll play it around the boards where Joel is there. Joel backhands it off the boards, taken by McGinnis. He's poked off by Joel. There's a potential 3-on-1 for UCO. Moving on in. Denied by the glove of Mariquin.
So UCO coming in with much more numbers. They don't do a pass, but a shot ends up in Manquin's glove, so he joins the flashing leather activity, as that one had to stay out as Sooners won a magical final minute and a half here.
Minute 26 left in this game. It looks like it's going to come down to the wire. UCO wants a goal for insurance, so you wants a goal to tie this game up. And I believe we will have a timeout. So if you are UCO or if you're Oklahoma, what are you telling your guys on the bench right now?
Oklahoma, do not at all costs take a penalty.
Yeah, well, obviously they have to win this face-off, get a good attack going, and hopefully with about a minute left, they'll be able to pull their goalie for the extra attacker.
It's been a relatively clean third period, as opposed to the flurry of penalties in that first and second period.
Yeah, it really has ticked by rather quickly, not as much scrum nastiness going on.
We did see Giamona and Danroth. Giamona tripped or cross-checked at Danroth.
Right, yeah.
Danroth replied with slash. And Danroth has really been known to just get on the nerves of the Sooners and talk a lot to that bench, and we've seen it so far in this
Right, the
period.
chirping never stops, especially in the latter end of a back-to-back, whether UCO, Colorado, could be any team. But UCO trying to knot this one up.
Off the ensuing draw, Wilson will win it for the Sooners. They try to get the puck out to center, and they do. It's Brown. Brown forced off the puck. Here's Giamona. Giamona gets tripped up. No penalty forthcoming. Still loose puck. It's taken. Can't be cleared by UCO. It's a 6-on-5. It's empty net. Manquin is out of the net. 60 seconds left in this game. Here's Bossy. Bossy threw one out of front. It's tipped up by Henry and out of play. And Henry did not like Wilson jabbing at him. Henry is really feisty out there in the net.
Henry throwing his blocker's side, swinging his stick at the Sooner player. That was very interesting. Sooners got what they want though. Got the puck right in the middle of the top of the face-off dot.
Sorry for some technical difficulties, but John, continue as you were saying.
You go ahead.
Well, we did have some technical difficulties, but I believe we have that figured out. So 55 seconds left in this third period. 2-1, Sooners down. Bossy, empty net for Oklahoma. So it's 6-on-5 for OU. Bouncing puck, kept in by Bossy, but it's turned over to Peritalo. Peritalo will try to flip it out to center. Sooners will have to regroup at center ice, taken by UCO. 35 seconds left in this game. Dan Roth hit into the boards, taken by Shepard. Wilson's there for Oklahoma, remember, it's an empty net for Oklahoma, kept in by Wilson. 24 seconds left in this game. Puck flutters up into the rafters, out of play.
Sooners probably needed a stoppage as every second ticking off is one less second, and then UCL was just killing time. The Broncos are upset about something. Maybe the location of the face-off as it's coming inside the zone.
So a crucial face-off. 21 seconds left. Sooners need a goal to tie it. It's 6-on-5. White will win it cleanly, but it splits the defense. Bossy will have to regroup. Bossy gets forced down to the ice. He's able to keep the puck out of the net, but he falls into it. That was Josh White, the captain for the Broncos, on the forward check there.
The face-off won, but neither D-man able to get stick on that, and Sooners have to pretty much win this face-off. As there's only 13 ticks left, Broncos win it, they'll most likely kill it off.
So with the face-off in the Sooners defensive zone, Manquin will hop back out on the ice. Face-off is won by the Sooners, but it's taken right by Mink, so just force it off to the boards. 6 seconds left in this game, 5 seconds. Taken at center ice. And Broncos set it right back in. And UCO has won this game by a score of 2-1.
Recap, just, I don't even want to say the Sooners took too many penalties, but that second power play goal ends up being the game winner. Sooners able to solve Henry, but not twice. Even though there's more defensive matchup tonight rather than yesterday. So Sooners hate to drop this one, but have to look forward to next weekend.
Remember the second UCO goal you're referring to. That was a 5-on-3 power play goal, but that started as a Sooner power play, but the Sooners took a couple of penalties that turned into UCO 5-on-3 eventually. They were able to take advantage of that.
And Ryan, this loss, obviously nothing's ever certain, but with the Sooners sitting at number 20, this was a game they kind of had to win in order to lock up a spot in the national tournament. So we'll see what happens with the rankings this next week, but if I'm a Sooner fan, I'm worried that this loss might have kept them out of the national tournament.
Yeah, they needed to jump up to number 17 in order to have a spot at nationals. So they're on the outside looking in right now. So just to recap a little bit, all 3 goals in this game happened in the second period. UCO got on top first with the power play goal by Gage Droll. And then a 5-on-3 goal about 6 minutes later off the stick of Brandon Formosa. Sooners responded with a goal by Jared Mara. But that was not enough as they fall by a score of 2-1. So any final thoughts, Matt?
Well, if this does mean no postseason for the Sooners, then that means that the series against Utah next week will be it for this team. So we'll see what they make of next weekend.
And any final thoughts, John?
Thought Mankman looked good. The goalie, if you like a good goalie duel, this is probably the game for you. Just some rebounds, some deflections, not really any snipes, but UCO walks away with one more goal.
So it's been another great rivalry matchup between these two teams. Up next, UCO will travel next weekend for a pair of games at Robert Morris University of Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, Oklahoma, as you said, Matt, will end their regular season next weekend with 2 games against Utah. Unfortunately, the Saturday game at 2 will be just radio only, likely. But the season finale next Sunday at 1 p.m. will be an OU TV broadcast, so we hope you join us then. So, for Matt Bowling and John Atkins and everyone else back in Norman and on site, I'm Ryan Zagrecki. Thanking you for joining us today. Our final score, UCO 2, OU 1. See you on the radio next Saturday at 2 versus Utah. Until then, good night, everyone. This has been OU Hockey on OU TV.